What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Check it out, man. I want to talk about people who are scared to try. People who shy away from the tough challenges in their life. We have a lot of situations, man, where uh, things come about and we're moving forward. We trucking along, doing what we do, and then a certain roadblock is presented in front of us, and we just decide that, well, that's too much. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. I guess we need to turn around, y'all. Let's go on back. You don't even try to go around it. You don't even try to figure out a way. Well, it's a roadblock up. Let's go on back. We got to get that out of us because a lot of times our failures, or what things that are viewed as failures, our failures are rooted in the fact that we didn't even make the attempt. And not trying is the biggest form of failure. And what bothers me is that there are so many people who they have actually put in work and put in time in whatever it is they're trying to do. They have developed a skill set that is on the level of anybody else that's doing whatever it is that they're doing. But the biggest issue comes into play when the skill set and the mind and the confidence in your mind is not lined up. See, people have made the statement of saying that success comes when preparation and opportunity meet. And that's true for the most part. But success also comes when the skill and the work that you put in lines up with the confidence in your mind. See, people ask me all the time, they'll say, hey man, just out of curiosity, when you go on stage, do you ever be nervous when you go on stage? Or do you ever be scared when you go on stage? And I tell them the same thing. Sometimes you're nervous, but never scared. I'm speaking for myself. The only way that I would be scared would be if I have not prepared myself for the task I'm getting ready to take on. If I haven't went over my material, if I haven't rehearsed, if I haven't learned my lyrics, and I don't have my routine together in my head, then that can create a fear, because now you're looking at it like, man, I'm all over the place. I might get up here and make a fool out of myself. But when you prepare yourself, when you got it down, it's like working on a job and you are called on to do a presentation in front of a lot of major business people. If you have worked on that presentation and you got it down pat, you come in with full confidence where you know you laying that thing out. You got every element of it down. But if you didn't prepare for it, now it's time to get up there and do what you got to do. You're not as confident. But a bigger problem, as I said earlier, is when people do everything that they need to do. You put in the time, you've been in the gym, you've been in the lab, wherever it is you got to do, and it's just something in your heart that just makes you shy away or cower down in a certain situation. And the people who know how good you are, they're very disappointed now, because they're like, man, I know he could have did it. I know she could have did it. But it wasn't in here. So those are the things that you have to work on, because we can be going along, and some people are only good when it's comfortable. See, it's like if you got a boxer, and they've been beating everybody, and then all of a sudden they face that guy that's like, whoa, this guy's different. It's up to him now to say, I'm going to do what? I'm going to rise to that challenge. And now I see that I have a formidable foe in front of me, so I'm going to rise to the challenge to show this dude that I'm a problem for him as well. That's what we got to do. We can look up sometimes and we like in the on the scoreboard of life. On the scoreboard of life, you might be down by 15, 20 points. Do you just quit? Do you just throw in the towel and say game over? Or do you say, man, let's make a run? Let's come back. Let's push. Let's slowly chip away at this lead and get back in this game to come back and win this game. So that's very important because some of us fear rejection. Some of us don't make the move because we fear getting rejected. We fear the people that are gonna that have been sitting on the sideline the whole time saying, see, that's why I told you not to do that. You wasted all this time trying to go back to school, trying to do all this. Man, see, I told you, man, you could have been, you know. And people fear that. And them fearing hearing what other people are going to say about them if it doesn't work out, it makes you not even try. And that is the worst thing because that is saying that you are giving something outside of yourself control over yourself. Nobody dictates what you get accomplished except you. Once you put your work in, once you pray to the Creator that this is what you want to do, and then you go about the business of putting in the work, nobody outside of that controls you. And people say, well, nah, man, people you gotta know people, and they'll give you an opportunity, man, or they can deny you. Look, what's for you is for you, and you will get it. And there won't be nothing that nobody, no matter how high up or supposedly higher up they are, who they know, what position they're in, nothing's going to be able to stop that. So you got to stop fearing. Fear is the biggest hindrance to our advancement. It's the biggest hindrance. Apprehension, lack of self-confidence, low self-esteem, just not believing in something that you probably or possibly were born to do. And what does that say to your children when they see mama or daddy flaking out in a big moment? Anybody who was ever great, they were great not just 100% because of their skill set or their talent. They were great because they had the will to step up in a big situation or a big moment and overcome that. That's what makes you great. And I'll say it again, the biggest form of failure is not even making an attempt. That's the worst, man. Because now you have to live with the what ifs. And man, I should have. 20 years ago, I was doing the same thing you doing, man. And I didn't go for. Man, don't even talk to me then. Because I don't want you to try. I don't want none of your fear and none of that to rub off on me. And I'm not condemning, but I'm just exposing a character flaw. It's a flaw that you have in you that can be corrected. You can fix it. And it ain't no program necessary to fix it with a bunch of different levels and steps and all that you got to go. You just go for it. When you are in a moment, do it. We do it with all the wrong stuff. You got people that rob banks. They put it all on the line. Like, man, we finna run in here. We gonna do this here. Put your mask on. We're going in, and they put it all on the line. They plan it out. They case the place, and they know when the security guard is gonna do this, and They know what time to get. They line it up down to a T for something wrong. But a lot of them get away with it because of the preparation and the confidence. Now, I ain't condoning that. I'm just saying that it's a principle in that. Take the principle. They say no guts, no glory. I like to switch the word guts with another word that rhyme with guts, but for the sake of keeping it clean, y'all know what I mean. All right, man, this your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.